For the second time, a mistrial has been declared in the case of a former Navy commander accused of rape. Good evening. I'm Steve Atkinson.
And I'm Lindsay Pena. John Neuhart was charged with trying to assault a junior officer in her home after a night of drinking. 10 News reporter Allison Ash is joining us. And Allison, the jury deadlocked on some counts.
Yeah, and they were deadlocked on the three most important counts, which included attempted rape, assault, and also resisting arrest. They just could not decide on those, and there were 5 counts total. That meant the other 2 counts just had to be thrown out. Now, cameras were not allowed in the courtroom today, but we do have video of John Neuhart in court earlier in the trial. He could have spent the rest of his life in prison if he was convicted, but only 10 of the 12 jurors hearing this second trial found him guilty of those most serious charges. What it came down to was he said, she said, the jurors told me. They simply couldn't agree. She said she told him no. Neuhart said they were role-playing and it was consensual sex. We talked to both sides after the mistrial was declared.
Obviously, anytime you have a client who's looking at life and they don't get life as a verdict, that's a good day. Obviously, I'm not so happy because they didn't acquit him. So we may have to do this again. I hope not.
They deliberated for almost 3 full days in trying to figure out or to come to a conclusion or resolution. And after talking to them for an extended period of time a little bit ago, they really wanted to be able to come to a resolution. It just became apparent that some of them, 2 of them, were not going to vote the same way as the others.
Now, the judge polled every single juror. Each and every one said they were hopelessly deadlocked on this trial. And that cell phone video that Neuhart recorded, where you could hear his accuser actually screaming and yelling no several times over, well, the jurors I spoke to said that made their job more difficult. So they talked to us a little bit afterward, and we hope to hear from them later on. Now, Neuhart returns here a week from today. That's when the judge will decide whether or not to go ahead and have a third trial. Reporting live downtown, Allison Ash, 10 News.